Hey guys, Sage Zero here, welcome back. We are going to be doing a little bit of updating on the wool room today. I know I said I was going to show you guys everything. I did do one thing, because I forgot real quick, and I expanded the top section real quick, just because that way the barrier is a little more, it just makes a little more sense to have it this wide again. Because the wool room doesn't need to be that big. This is a really big wool room, let's be honest. It's probably going to be, it's not going to be that big, or not going to be that tall anyway. I might make it, I might give it a second floor so people can, defend from it, or shoot off of it, the other team. But, yeah. So let's go ahead and remove this barrier. There we go. So, with this map, basically I'm just sort of going as my brain decides. If I think of something, I toss it in and see how it goes. Is it getting dark? It is. There we go. Okay. Let's see. Let's go ahead and... There we go. Okay. Alright, so that barrier is now complete. Now let's start working on actually making the structure, and then I'll work on detail after that. Okay, now I want it to be... Let's see. That is a bit high, isn't it? Okay, well that's actually okay. Let's go ahead and just fill this in real quick. Where's center? Center? Fuck! I'm so bad at finding the center of my own fucking map. I don't know why. I'm really bad at it. Okay, let's go cylinder plank 6-1. There we go. And now we've got a roof on it. That was easy. Okay. This will actually work pretty well. There we go. Okay. Now, let's get in here real quick. Did I actually get the center that time? Oh, I did. Sweet. Okay. Okay, that'll do. Alright, let's go ahead and fill this in a little bit. There we go. Okay. Make sure that didn't protrude out anywhere. Nope, it didn't. Okay. Let's get my... There we go. Put little fences in here. Okay. Now, being a wool room, obviously there's not going to be windows or anything. It's going to have to be, pretty straightforward, pretty solid. So that's going to just stay like that. I wonder if I can get this to... Where are my... There they are. got my basic structure, so I'm going to do a little bit of detailing just because it bothers me when it's not detailed. I'm probably going to change up some of this wood just because it's so plain looking. You know what? You know what else I need to do? Let's see. Oh, obviously I need to do the wool, so I'm going to put some. I'm just going to use white wool for now, just because. I mean, why not really? That'll do. Just a, you know, basic little design shape in the when it comes to the wool. There we go. Okay, and then this will obviously be colored depending on which wool room it is. I am very adamant that I do want to use sorry, I'm still getting over a cold. I'm very adamant that I do want to use 2 wool rooms on each side. Where they're going to be at this point, I'm not sure. If I am forced to use only one, then I'll use only one. But it's just going to be kind of boring if there's only one. So I prefer to have more than that. Actually, let's put stairs there. Where are my stairs? I need more stuff. I need more room for stuff. That's what I need. Okay. Now, let's go ahead and get our central pillar. I think I actually got that in the center this time, which is nice. Oops. There we go. It's going to have access to the upper levels. There's not going to be anything below. Actually, you know what? I'm going to put... I like this idea. Put the chests there, and these can have wool in them. Get the ladders. Okay, so you run, get the wool. You can come up here. Obviously, this is going to be a little more fortified than this, but actually, I'm just going to probably give this a very basic roof, just because, again, it is just a wool room. Let's see. Oops. God, nope, that one. There we go. Okay. And, oop, keep doing that. 4. There we go. Okay. Oh, I need those slabs again. Get rid of those. I don't need those anymore. I don't need those right now. I don't need those right now. Okay. Oh, actually that works pretty well. I'll go with that. I will go with that. Oh yeah, that actually looks pretty good, actually. I'm kind of pleased about that now. How did I have that? I had that going like that, that. Yes? No. Wait. How did I have that? Oh, like that. That's what I did. Okay, those go there. I'm gonna do that now before I forget. Okay, there we go. Okay, now I know what I'm doing. Sort of. I actually forgot to put a thing there, but that's okay. There we go. Oop, nope, forgot one again. Okay, let's put the... Okay. Let's go ahead and change some of these to... See how logs work. I'll see how these look. Nope. How do you lock time? I forgot how to lock time. Oh well, I'll figure it out later. Let's see. That actually looks a little bit better. I'm going to stick with that. Okay. Nope. That way, that way, that way. Okay. No. Bad. You stay up. There we go. Just a little extra detail makes me feel so much better. There we go. Okay. So, just working on detail now for this. Obviously this could, this can and very possibly will change, but, I think it's looking pretty good. Obviously if you guys have suggestions or something you'd like to see changed on how this on the design, make sure you guys are leaving me comments. I do read all the comments. I do check everything. I check everything quite a lot, actually. Every day, in fact. I mean, granted, I don't get that many comments yet, but that's okay. Do I want to put those? That actually looks kind of cool. I'm going to stick with that. Oh, you know what I could do? Where is it? How does that look? I'm gonna leave it there for now and see how it, then I'll change my mind on it probably later, or contemplate it more. I'm gonna put it there for now. I think it looks kind of neat. A little protruding saying, hey, this is what's here. Come get it. Now, these are gonna be for the wool. Obviously there is gonna be incentive to come get the wool. So I'm going to put some chests down for the gear. I'm not sure what kind of gear yet, so don't worry about that. I'll figure that out eventually. Can those be open still? I think they can be open when they're like this. So, nope, that's not going to work. Nope, that's not going to work either. Okay, fine. Damn it. Ugh, that shading is just going to drive me crazy. Okay. More detailed there. Okay. Now, obviously, we're going to need to put these in here. Just a little bit more difficult to come in and out. Missed one. Okay. We've got our relatively basic design. It still needs some detail, still needs a lot of work, but it's a fairly decent design. I think it looks pretty neat. It sort of suits the build style, in my opinion, which is pretty much should be pretty straightforward because it's my build style, so it should. Let's see if we can get... Oops. I wonder if this will actually work. Nope, wrong thing. 2. There we go. course, now the fun part is I need to make... There we go. Nope. There we go. Okay, I cannot do this with flying. Flying is fun, but does not work when I want to do it like this. Nope. Slowly. Slowly, slowly. Come on. There we go. Don't fall. There we go. There we go. Oh, yes. Much. Nope. Place. There we go. There we go. Alright, cool. I think this is actually a pretty decent wool room. I'm gonna need to add some more. Oops. Ooh, okay. This'll do. I am making it, you know, I know I just said earlier that it's gotta be, make sure that, I can make sure that's actually, you know, relatively well fortified, but I do want to make sure that they have a chance to fight back and take out the invaders who are, you know, stealing their wool to try and capture their castle. So we have to make sure that this looks... Oops, there we go. Okay. I mean, granted, you have to be like straight up, which is probably not going to happen because you won't be able to get into that section, but whatever. I want them to feel like they have hope. Nope, nope, nope. Back up, back up. There we go. Let's see if I can... There we go. There we go. Okay. So it's a support beam. It makes more sense to have that as a... Oops. Wait, what? Trap chest? I don't want trap chest. I want regular chests. Have I been setting in... Oh, I'm sorry. I set trap chest accidentally. Huh. I wonder if it actually matters. Oh well, doesn't really. Alright, whatever. Okay. I forgot that they added those. So I'm personally looking forward to the newest snapshot. I want to put horses in here. I'm not going to, mind you. That's a terrible idea, but I would totally put horses in here. Because I'm me. Let's go ahead and add some of these, just because I like to. Actually, you know what? No, screw that. Oh, shit. God damn it. Stupid fucking shit. There we go. Oops. What'd I just break? I broke a stone brick. Okay. Let's go ahead and just put some, nope, that's not what I wanted. That's what I wanted. Just put some... Just give me the lamp! There we go. There we go. Just give it give it a little bit of light. See what you're doing. There we go. Okay, because I'm not sure if this is going to be... I'm not sure if I'm going to make a night or a day map this time. Obviously with the original, with both Tenjins, the time cycles. So I may keep it at that. I'm very... I don't know. That's the thing about my maps, is that they kind of work with either. So... Oops, I went up and immediately back down. Okay, let's go ahead and top off the... Actually, you know what? I kind of want to leave that open. Yeah, I'm going to leave that open. I am, however, going to put a couple more chests up here, I think. Maybe. Do I want to put some chests here? Yeah. And that could be for, like, you know, maybe like potions or something. I don't know. I'll figure it out. And if I don't want them, I'll just get rid of them. There we go. Alright. So we now have a wool room. And I think it looks pretty good. Obviously, this needs to be messed with a little bit. But the actual wool room looks pretty cool. I'm quite pleased with it. I might substitute some of these oak planks for, or oak slabs for maybe like spruce slabs, because I like spruce. So, but that will be for another time. Something else we gotta work on. Hang on. Okay. That's the one thing about this, is that a lot of people will come on who are in different parts of the country, or, I'm sorry, different parts of the world, obviously. Because this, you know, it's definitely not 9 a.m. or 9:30 a.m. everywhere. So, anyway, guys, we will call it here. We've finished our wool room for the most part. It just needs, you know, it's going to take some more detailing, of course. But it's looking pretty good. I'm very pleased with it. I need to get rid of that at some point, or at least move it somewhere. Next time, I think we will try to work on placement for the wool rooms, and maybe even start working on our spawn area. We also need to work on the castle that the team, you know, you're going to be objective is capturing. You need to work on detailing of the actual map, putting stuff in there. Obviously, it is an extremely large map. This is going to be yeah. There's a lot of space to work with. I'm looking forward to using all this space. Honestly, when I first made it, I'm like, oh my goodness, this might be too small. And now I'm running around it, and it's not. It's not. It's quite nice. It's quite a good size. All right, so wool room will be here. Castle there. Maybe spawn over there. I may actually even have the spawn outside of the yin yang, and have it be a teleportation system. I don't know. I guess we'll just have to wait and find out. So, if you guys are enjoying the videos, please hit like, favorite, make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. And until next time, this is Sajan Zero signing off. Have a great day, guys. Bye.